Hey guys, Big B ADV. It's been a while. Been a little occupied with work and such, but hey, this is the Touratech West 2019 event. It's Jason to my left. It's Mark up in front of me, and we're waiting on John. We're all gassed up, ready to go on our first ride on Friday. You'll notice up on the upper left, I'm missing my GPS. I figured out this morning that I had left that in my car, 200 some miles away. So anyway, trying to do what I can do with via my phones and the iPad Mini. You're going to see most of the road rides. I'm going to speed up just like this and just kind of cruise through those pretty quickly, but you get an idea that there are paved sections in these types of rallies where you do have to ride for quite a while sometimes. So be ready, have your bike ready to be roadworthy for some of these rides. So I'll slow down when I come up to something cool. This bridge is really awesome. It's down to RVs, ATVs, things like that, motorcycles during the winter. Beautiful river here in Plain, Washington. Lots of people stop to pose, take pictures of their bikes and stuff. I've got pictures of as well on this bridge, but a very cool little spot. Thanks to Plain for hosting the Touratech rally there. Excuse me. So another little fast forward, but yeah, getting up to the place, getting up to Plain was pretty crazy. We had thunderstorms, major rain, and hail, flood warnings. It was pretty wild. Probably the heaviest rain that I personally have ever ridden in. Luckily, I did have the fairing and shield. I felt really bad for my co-rider, Jason, who was on the 250. He had nothing to blow any of that rain up over the top of him, so he pretty much ate all of it. But you can see the roads here. Even this flat road that's kind of flat, you see some washout. And so anyway, you'll see a lot of that, a lot of standing water. Jason was feeling a little squirrely, so he decided he'd air down just a little bit. Most of what we're going to do today is just some pretty light gravel. Everybody just wanting to get warmed back up and get used to riding. It'll be about 3 days of riding. One of the things I realized after this trip, and I did another multi-day trip. I didn't record quite as much video as I did on this trip, but I realized that organizing all of these videos was a feat in itself. Reducing this ride here, which is about 8 hours of video, down to 20 minutes was a lot in itself. You got to watch and watch and watch. Of course, if somebody falls down or gets stuck or whatever, we got to find those pieces, and so you got to make sure you're looking through all of your video before you delete it. I actually have a hard drive I bring with me, self-powered, and allows me to empty my SD cards, and this might actually be causing a little bit more of a headache for me, but on my last extended ride, I dropped one of those micro SD cards and I lost probably 3/4 of a day of video, and so that was pretty upsetting. But anyway, so we figured out that we were going the wrong way right here. I say John's doing all the navigating; he's doing a good job for us, and so we're gonna flip around here. But you know what? I would have enjoyed just going straight as long as that road would have taken us. Probably been pretty cool up here too. So on these rides, they have I don't know, usually 10 to 15 GPX tracks that they give out to you. Usually a couple of days before the ride, you'll get these emailed to you. Gives you an opportunity to upload them into your GPS. And so these two rides were on the easy chart, and like I said, we all just kind of wanted to get our feet back underneath us and ride a little bit more and get used to what kind of terrain, what kind of dirt and stuff we're going to be riding in. So pretty easy riding, but you can see the washout in these roads, and they actually held up pretty well. There's some spots down here. The mud puddles get pretty deep and consume a big part of the road. It was just beautiful up here. None of my videos are altered as far as coloration, saturation, etc. So it's all as I shot it. My voice, I do have a microphone here that I'm doing the voiceover with, and I am running this through my Tascam this time. This microphone sounds kind of dead when you talk in it. If you don't have your face right on top of it, you don't hear nothing. So anyway, I'm running it through my Tascam. We'll see if that helps improve. So we had a couple little fall downs here. Jason, just behind me, has an unscheduled dismount. Went to put his kickstand down and didn't get it down all the way. There he is, almost rolling off the cliff there, but I got the bike picked back up. That was just a kickstand in the mud situation there. So here in a second, John's going to fall down up in front of us in a pretty deep mud puddle. His rear tire is worn, not fully suited for this muddy, slimy stuff that we're riding in. And he goes down right here, and by the time I get around him and try to get my kickstand down, because the bike's sinking in this mud, he was already up and moving again. You can see that we're riding with soft panniers, and you'll see here in a minute as John goes by, he actually gets stuck on a stick coming down over the hill, and I've seen videos of guys hitting those panniers on something solid and knocking them off their bike or off the trail. Yeah, here he's stuck. This thing just reached down, grabbed his bag, but it kind of absorbed it and kind of stopped the bike. Luckily, he was just crawling into this puddle after his recent fall. But I'm highly recommending when you are loaded with your gear and stuff and riding like this, if you can, riding with soft bags is much more forgiving in situations like that. Especially you can see how, we're riding right. That was something that the Backroads Discovery Route people were passing out stickers, actually, ride to the right, ride to the right. Because a lot of their trails and stuff going through, you could have people going any direction. So you have two-way traffic on a road like this or narrower. So they're riding to right's real critical, but if you watch some of this video footage, you'll see where that right-hand bag is protruding quite a bit out past his legs and things like that. So when you're riding that bike, you think that hey, my legs went through, I'm good, but you got your bags hanging out beyond that, and I guess until you until you catch it once, you may not get that in your head. But if you watch, see that bag's dragging on the bushes, even coming through here. So just be aware of that, guys. It's a big deal. You can see most of the riding, even on roads like this. You're standing, not sitting. You have better control of the bike. You know, we do have some ruts and stuff here, some slimy mud. We've got more gravel on the road here, so these are really stable and pretty easy riding. But standing gives you a much better feel. And rather than turning the wheel, you know, when we're going through this stuff and navigating, really all we're doing is weighting our pegs. So, you know, around this corner right here, I'm just weighting my right foot, not steering so much. And what that allows you to do is, once again, you don't get your front end washing out, but it also helps lean the bike before you start to initiate a turn by steering your wheels. So that's kind of why you weight your pegs. But there's a couple of guys out to the left. But the Touratech Rally, guys, this year had 1,000 people registered. At the end of the video, you're going to see the campground for the tent guys. So most of the guys that rode into the site. There was a whole nother section. I didn't go over there and even film it, with the RVs and the people who are just camping out of their trucks and cars with trailers, etc. So a lot of people up here. So once again, you know, I'll stress what BDR was: ride right and watch for people. All the routes were supposed to be ridden in a clockwise fashion, and so that hopefully keeps everybody going the same way. But every once in a while, you're going to get someone get turned around. Maybe they're just up there riding, and they don't even realize that, you know, this is a route, and everybody's going mostly one direction. So they can be coming at you, and they can come at you pretty darn quick. So just make sure you're watching. You can see here I messed around a little bit with my zoom, which kind of took my head out of the picture. Normally, I like to keep the camera a little further ahead of me, or out to the side, so I don't see so much of my helmet. So I was playing around with some of the video opportunity on my Vegas Pro 16. So I do have a new helmet on this ride as well. I bought the Scorpion 950. I really like this helmet. It's super comfortable and much quieter than the HGJC that I had. Both are good helmets, but this one was quieter. It fits my head, but I will tell you, you got to buy them big. I was wearing just an extra large in the HJC, and this is a 2X, so much bigger than what I thought. Actually, no, sorry, the HJC was a large, and this is a 2X, and so I was kind of surprised about that. I don't know, I don't think my head was that fat, but maybe, huh? But these do fit pretty snug, really nice, very quiet. It's got the little windscreen that pops down over your chin down there, a little mesh. Helps eliminate some of the noise. Very nice, very comfortable. And as you know, I was finding out on this trip that, you know, it weighs a little bit less than the other helmet as well. So that was really nice too. It's just a beautiful area up here, and like I said, you know, this is hours and hours of riding that I've pulled 20 minutes out of. So the scenery was just like this the whole trip. Day 2 at the rally, there was KTM and Honda had demo bikes. I didn't ride any additional bikes on this trip, but John and Mark did. So Saturday morning's ride will be with Jason and I out riding some route and doing some little bit of exploring, and then we'll head back and pick up a ride up to Sugarloaf Lookout. Nice thing about the rallies as well is there were, I don't know, 3 or 4 food trucks with really good food. You know, so we had barbecue and guys making tacos, and I don't remember all the other trucks. Like there was a hamburger, hot dog type truck. And, there's also was a restaurant, so I didn't do a lot of my own cooking on this one. So I plan in the future to spend more time, cooking my own meals. But it was more convenient because when we weren't there were a lot of vendors there. So actually on Saturday is when I purchased my Touratech Voyager Pro, and been wanting to do it, and they actually took $100 off as a rally special. So I bought one, and I really like it. Got GPX tracks loaded on it right away. Not the ones we were riding, but I got the ones, I got the BDR loaded on there relatively quickly. So I really like that unit. If you're looking for something designed for off-road, that's definitely one to buy. But these rides are a lot of fun, guys. You see lots of people. We kind of broke off in our group before. Jason hadn't ridden before. These Mark and John are riding quite a bit. They took some clinics up here, but they're on the bigger Africa Twins. And here's just a quick stop. I'm double checking, looking for headlights, and jet up here and get caught up to John. But part of this too is I'm responsible for the guy behind me and making sure that he's okay. So when they dropped out of my vision for a little while, I was concerned and stopped to check on them. I don't leave anybody behind. If somebody goes down, we may need to get back to them in a hurry. On Sunday, Jason went down pretty hard when we were on Section 3 of the Washington State WABR. So got back then when he was picking himself up. And his shoulder, we were able to ride out. We were out in the middle of nowhere, guys. So watch for your fellow riders, and if you're on your own, make sure you're carrying a GPS locator so you can get help if you need it. So this is getting pretty close here to the end of this. The last little segment, you're going to see us walking the camp, like I said. Beautiful day today, and like I said, this is just some basic, we went on the easy stuff today just to get our minds and our bodies ready to ride on the terrain that was here. So, and we spent quite a bit of time walking around through the vendors. Actually, John bought some tires. Actually got credit for that rear tire. I can't remember the brand now. I wish I could, because it had actually deteriorated and was cracking where it shouldn't have been. So that manufacturer was there, and they actually gave him a credit for a new tire. So I thought that was really cool. And the Touratech guys were phenomenal. They put on a great show. And Trail Tech was there, and several of the other vendors were there. Triumph was there. A lot of the jacket manufacturers, tool manufacturers, a lot of people. So anyway, it was a great deal. I've got a couple more days worth of riding as I start to edit Saturday, and then the ride home on Sunday. that might be one video, it might be two, I don't know. I haven't dug into that footage. I'll try to be a little bit more won't be so slow producing my videos, but it's been a busy month, guys. So anyway, I hope you enjoy. Hope this audio turns out okay, and I'll give a little playback here, and we'll see how it works out. And once again, thanks Touratech for putting on a great event, and thanks to the town of Plain for having all of us there. That's a pretty big deal, having that many people show up to town. And that's about all I've got for you. I do have a couple little upgrades I've done to the bike. This is me here. There's John. That's Jason up to the left, and Mark. And a little view over the big field that we were all camping in. These are the tent camps. A lot of the guys had those tents you could pull your bike right into. So anyway, have a wonderful day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Check like if you liked it. Big B out. Stay up on 2.